Welcome to another exciting episode of the $1 Million Peddlers. I'm Paper Going. We'll eventually get that correct.
And I'm Mr. Magazine.
And it is BOLO Day. That's right, BOLO Day. We give you a deep dive into the eBay sales, tell you what sold, tell you why they sold, and all that sort of thing, and see if you don't botch this one, Mr. Magazine.
Here we go. Well, I'm a little under the weather, but hey, I'm going to pull through.
You're like Willis Reed in 1971, the NBA Finals?
Okay. I'm old, but not that old, but okay. Nevertheless, here we go. 1980 Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back movie poster, portrait format, 14 by 36. I took $150 on this. The gentleman also bought another one, the same style, but A New Hope for $150, so I sold the two for $300.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Is TESB, is that searched on? I don't know.
I don't know. I have seen that. Okay. I've seen ESB. I've seen them both ways.
I guess the question is, because you can, does anybody search on portrait format?
That I don't know either.
You know what I'm saying?
But if you don't put it in there, I mean, I don't even know what it's called half the time until I see that. So I'll search on. I forgot. I know. They got the half sheets. They got the lobby one. So, but that's always the one I forget. It's portrait format. But
well, I guess the question I have is, if you don't put portrait format because people can see that it's a portrait format, and you said Empire Strikes Back, would that be a better way to sell it? I don't know. I don't know if TESB is a.
And if you can't fit it, you realize movie has to be in there. People search on movie poster, Star Wars poster. I would search on.
Would you? Okay.
So I think movie's a dead one, but and again, I don't know. I've seen them. A lot of people with figures, they do the TESB.
Okay.
But
I'm not from that world, so
Star Wars is there, posters there. Those are the key ones. It's sold right in the ballpark of what it should be. It wasn't mint, but they're a little thicker stock. I had duplicates on them when I bought a collection, so we figured sell them off and get a little chunk of change.
Yeah. No, but, again, I don't search on that stuff, so I didn't know if that was something people would use.
Well, it gives you something to do during the day when you're bored.
Yes.
Let us all know. We're all dying to hear the truth. You find out for us.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Next up, Canucks versus Bruins ticket, Stanley Cup Game 7, commemorative ticket. I think I took $125 on this. I've had it for, 3.5, 4 years, whatever.
And that's a real ticket.
Yeah.
And where did you get that
is
from?
This a real ticket? Oh, no, it's I'm sorry, commemorative one. Yep, see the back's blank. Yep, someone asked about that too. I think they're all like this. They have the same number on them, but
okay.
But that's what the commemorative ticket is. But they do sell for in that range. So I took $125.
So how much would an actual game ticket go for?
Maybe a lot more than that.
Okay.
Yeah, especially graded. Yeah. He didn't put NHL in there. I don't know if it matters or not, but everyone knows Canucks and Bruins are the only hockey teams in no other sport. So, all right.
Say it to the UCLA Bruins face.
Exactly. Next up. 1980s Atari Tempest Cabaret drawing package schematic diagrams lot. You would think this is very valuable. They're actually, people don't pay a lot of money for these things. I bought a huge collection years ago, even Pac-Man, and they slowly sell. They're in the $20, $25 range, and that's what I got for this one.
Yep.
But they are pretty cool.
But those are definitely sucker bets as far as you think they go for more than that.
Yeah. All right. Next up, American Ninja 2. Confrontation Laserdisc, Michael Dudikoff. This one for $70. It is a rare one, which means it probably didn't make it to DVD because it was such a low budget B movie.
Okay, so that's why those are better.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. All right, the Hunter boots, short Sherpa snow rain boots, women's size 7. It's that time of year, so that's probably why they're selling. These are new without the box, and hopefully these don't get returned. We have not had a lot of success with boots and stuff like that for whatever reason, but we're not boot experts by any means, but
what are the returns for on those?
There could be a little scuffs on the bottom. They think they're not new, or just they don't fit properly.
Right.
All right. Next up, John F. Kennedy German newspaper collection.
Oh wow.
Die Welt, how do you say? I'm sure I'm saying that wrong.
Sounds good to me.
Die Welt and others, a lot of 6. They were just partials of these magazines or newspapers. They weren't full newspapers. So I just told my employee, try and get $25 out of it, and went for a couple bucks more, $27. So, I don't think I paid a lot for it. It was just in some foreign Kennedy box from that one collection, I'm assuming.
Yeah. That was it. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, definitely. And this one here, the Cool Ghoul Monster Coloring Book. I think we sold one of these before from the Ohio deal. I just found them recently. They look really cool, like they'd be worth a lot more. I have like 6, 7, 8 of them, so maybe they're kind of common. Seeing I have so many, I don't know. But $25 is about the going rate on these.
It's good to know, though.
Yeah,
good to know. Yep, very cool. TV Digest. October 21st, 1950. I got $35 out of it. I'm kicking myself because I got this at Madison Bachville. Had I walked just a little bit faster, a guy bought all of them that the dealer had, except this one was hidden off in a different area. Okay. And it didn't sound like he had paid a lot for them, a couple of bucks a magazine. And I'm like, oh, if I'd been here 5 minutes sooner, I would have had all those for like a couple of bucks a magazine.
Yeah, those are cool.
Early television. Definitely a nice item that was high grade as well. Oh, well, you win some, you lose some. I still made some money, so happy about that. Cookout Recipes booklet, Wegmans Supermarkets, Rochester, New York, 1956. This is one of those, Wegmans is expanding all across the country. And it's a supermarket that started here in Rochester, so you can actually find items from it from time to time. Definitely one of those things that if you've got something like that started in your area, and it has gone nationwide as well, people in the other parts of the country never had access to something like this. Right. So if I don't know, Sonic started in your town or around you, get the early Sonic stuff, or get the early Taco Bell stuff, or get the early whatever stuff, because there is a market for things like that, because it went nationwide. Yet Rochester is pretty much the only place you'd be able to find this early stuff.
Yeah. Well, plus what they were charging back in 1956 for food, that's where you can get a BJ's nowadays for the same price.
There you go. Nice, nice. Horizon Spring 1968. Hippies, Bobby Beausoleil, Charles Manson, family member. Horizon magazines tend not to be good. This is the exception. That right there is Bobby Beausoleil. And now you know.
Willy Wonka.
Now you know. So when you see a pile of these, find this issue, leave the rest of them sitting there. Coming up next, Wheels and Axles of Diesel Locomotives, GM booklet 1950s. I took a $15 offer on it, which I was very, very happy with because I couldn't get a $3 offer over on Whatnot. So I said, fine, I'll make the money if I have to, and I made the money. Thank you, everyone.
Nice.
Coming up next, Ford, is that Anglia or NG? How do you say that?
Anglia, I guess.
Is it Anglia?
I would think
you're
so.
A car guy, so you would know.
I never heard of this car, so probably lasted a year.
And Prefect, it's a British or English economy car from Ford. I did get $50 some out of that. I never had heard of it either. I just absolutely had never heard of it. I did talk to a buddy of mine who was a car guy, and he said, "Oh yeah, they made hot rods out of those." I'm like, "Oh, okay, very cool." Sometimes, and I'm sure when I bought it, I had no idea that it was a British car. I'm sure I said, I never heard of that car. It's got to be kind of an uncommon one. Sure enough, it was.
One lady said her gas bill was cut in half.
That is a positive thing. The Book of the Funny Woodpecker by Mark Sergeny, 1966 Ukrainian book.
Oh, they spelled everything wrong.
I don't know how this happened, but the picture did not match the title.
Did they want the picture or did they want the title?
I had to reach out to them, and luckily they responded when they paid, and they said they wanted the picture.
Wow.
So then I had to go and, find the actual book, find both of them, obviously, and the Amerks, because the Amerks was listed, had to end that. Then I had to relist the Book of the Funny Woodpecker using the proper picture. The problem comes in, and this is what you may find at some point when you're selling, you never get a response.
Yes.
And then you're sitting there going, what do I do? Did they buy the picture or did they? And what I was going to do in that case was I was actually going to send both.
Oh, I've done that before, yeah.
I'm just like, they cannot be upset at that point because they got what they ordered, either which way. Things happen.
My employees, they've done this many times over the years.
Yeah, it could have been user error. It could have been eBay glitch with the photos. I'm not sure which one. Luckily, we were able to solve it. When I relisted, I made sure that the proper picture was now up with the Book of the Funny Woodpecker. That is still available, should you be interested, with a better picture. Universal Heavy Construction Schools, 1970s, cranes, graders, excavators, $36. Really, really cool if you ever want to learn how to work this. A lot of great, look at that.
Wow, cool.
Some very, very cool pictures on that there. It's just one of those things that I just kind of knew it would sell because somebody would collect stuff like that. So sure enough, it sold. Spoiler alert.
Good stuff.
And I guess it's all Kennedy Day. We didn't even check this out, but it's all Kennedy Day. Foreign Kennedy Day.
Wow.
There we are.
Very cool.
O Cruzeiro magazine, November 22nd, 1963. JFK, John Jackie Kennedy. I like to have the John F. Kennedy as well, so I put the John in there as well. I had the space.
Yeah. Jackie looks a little creepy.
It is, and it's an extra issue, so there's no other keywords you could have put. I mean, I guess I could have put assassination or tribute or something like that in there. But, there's no other articles in there. It's just it's a special issue dedicated to JFK. Can't be very common. I've never seen it before, so very, very happy. I did get the $44 out of it, so happy on that. Cool. And I would be happy as well if you could hit the like button. Would definitely appreciate that.
Me too. Yep.
And we'll see if Mr. Magazine can take us on out a little more gracefully than he brought us in. We'll see you next video.
Take care. Bye-bye.